Hello, welcome to Nana's Journey. I'm Deanna, and today we are going to do month 4 in a pickle by the 14th Simple Whatnots Club by Fet Quarter Shop. These are the fabrics. They're by Kim Deal, and it looks pretty easy. We've got flying geese, 4 patches. So let me get these cut up, and I will be back. Okay, I have most of the stuff cut. This is binding, the sashing. These, I'm going to do the 4 at a time flying geese, which she does not have you do. So I'm going to give that a try. And that's why I haven't finished completely. I do have enough to do the blocks, but I haven't cut out for the border yet. These are the cornerstones in the sashing. If you do the 4 at a time, you will not have a scrappy backgrounds on the inside. You can, all the inside ones of the block will be the same. You can make the outside corner blocks scrappy, or you can make them match, whichever you choose. I haven't quite decided yet. But I've got these marked. I put the 1/2-inch ruler from corner to corner and marked on each side. So let's get to the sewing machine and get a block made. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 4 patch. Ooh, okay. And I'm going to take 2 that match the flying geese and another 2 that are contrast. And I'm just going to sew those right sides together and then put it together in a 4 patch. Okay, now I just need to press those open. Okay, I press those both towards the dark red. So now they will nest and I can sew them together. Okay, I have that pressed. And now we will work on the flying geese. We're going to put right sides together, and we are going to put this in the corner so the lines are going to the other corner. Put the other one there. Okay, now I'm going to cut in between and press these up. Okay, now we have some squared hearts, and we're going to do the same thing again with this other corner. Place that down there, and we've got the lines going this way. Now we will cut down the middle, press it open, and we will have 4 flying geese. And then I will get those trimmed. Okay. This is how our block is going to go. And I'm just going to use the same background. In the pattern, the backgrounds are all scrappy, and that's why you make them 1 at a time. So I'm just going to attach these like a 9 patch. And I will press the middle row towards the 4 patch and the top and bottom row towards the corner squares. Sew these together, then press them towards the middle. Okay, I just recorded me putting this block together like this, making a sawtooth star, but that is wrong. You want it like this, so that it makes a square, 4-patch in a square. So let's put this together again, correctly this time. Okay, so that means I pressed towards the flying geese, and now I can nest. Okay, I'm sure you saw that I put this one on this way again. So now, background to 4-patch. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to get it pressed and trimmed. Okay, there we have it. Now I've just got to do the other 11. And just remember, it's not a sawtooth star. So, I will be back when I have the others done. Okay, I have all my blocks made, and now I've got to put sashing in between. They'll only be attached on this one, so I can just set this one aside for now. And I will attach this sashing to the same side as all the others, and I will do that to 9 blocks, and then I will put the rows together. Then I'm going to take some sashing and put the rows together like this and continue till I've got it all done. And then that will be attached to that row. So let's get that much done. Okay. I didn't like the way that one went on. So let's try that again. And I'll press those open. Okay, and the sashing and the blocks get pressed towards the sashing. what you're going to do is sew this together. You're going to nest these seams right here. And then again press towards the sashing, and we will just continue like that till we get the other rows attached. So let me get that done and I'll be back. Okay, the main top part is done. Now we just need to work on the border, and that is going to be a bunch of scrappy flying geese. So let's get ready for that. Okay, I'm not doing this one 4 at a time because I forgot and I already cut the pieces to this size. So I'm just going to grab the background piece, and I'm just going to sew from corner to corner, and I'm going to use my sew line tape, or you can just draw a line from corner to corner. Okay, I can see fabric on both sides of these, so I'm going to take it out and move the stitch line a little closer, not very much. Much better. Okay, so now I'm going to trim this, leaving a 1/4 inch seam, and then press it open. And then I'll put on the other side. Okay, and that is how we do the flying geese. Just do a different one on each side, a different fabric, and you make 38 of them. So I'll be back when that's done. Okay, I have all the flying geese done, and I have 2 piles of 9, and I have a pile of 10, and then this pile I put together, and so that is how it's going to go together. And then what we are going to do, okay, this border, the 10 flying geese are a little longer than the tail, the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it so that the gold gingham is next to the blocks, and you're going to put the middle seam in the middle of the sashing. So you're going to turn that over, pin it, pin those down, and then whatever's left after you sew it on is going to be cut off. And then you'll do the same thing to this side, and then we will put the 9 flying geese on each of these sides. Okay, there we have it. It is all done. It's bound and quilted. It was pretty easy, and it's kind of cute. I don't care for borders that don't meet up quite right at the end, but at the same time, I didn't really notice that until they had me put the pattern together. So I guess it's fine. So I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time on Nana's Journey.